back to do my daily verification of give cards to friends glitch, making sure it's still working. So, yesterday I had food. The internet went out, unfortunately, and then the day before that I had some terrible food poisoning. But it seems like we're back. So let's get this on the way. So I like to test out giving cards to friends glitch every day, just to make sure. Just to make sure that the old way still works. Hey Aiden. I'm not sure what you mean by new. When's the last time you tried it? So the first thing you want to do, of course, is make sure that you have all the necessary equipment, businesses, and setups of your vehicles in order for the glitch to work. So let's start with what you need. So what both players need, that's the same one. I just test it every day to make sure it still works. Well, I try to test it every day, Aiden. So he's wondering if there's a different one from the MOC. But I haven't tested it in a while because my internet was out and I had food poisoning. It's been very dramatic. Alright, so the first things you need as in order to get this to work is both people need, and thanks Aiden for watching my video, appreciate that. I hope it helped you out and I hope you were able to successfully do it. First thing you need, as the title says, giving cards to friends glitch, you both need to be friends in the PSN network. So if you're not friends, it's not going to work. Secondly, you both need to have a CEO office, and you both need to have, in your CEO office, there's a laptop. Within the laptop, you can select the businesses. You need to have the middle business called Vehicle Warehouse. You need to be able to own that business in order for this to work. The other business you also need to own is the bunker. And in the bunker, you need to have an MOC, Mobile Operations Center. So I'll show you where you can get, I'm not going to show you where you can get the Vehicle Warehouse because, actually I'll do that in this video. We're going to go to the Vehicle Warehouse. For those who need to know how to get a Vehicle Warehouse, I'm just going to teleport over to the office and we'll head over. Oh, ANOAC 1P5 is not working. To me, that means that merging at the moment is not going to work. So if anyone's been trying to merge lately, it's not going to work because ANOAC 1P5 is not working. It just means that ANOAC is outside of, they're not in the, it happens when you're online for a very long time, people can't join you. So what I'll do is I'll send him a message on Twitter that it's not working. Oh, he literally wrote 33 minutes ago. Now ANOAC 1P5 is out of Batsport Rockstar. Y'all trolling me? Let me get back into Batsport. So he knows. Alright, so ANOAC's aware that he's not working. Good to hear. So what I just did there is I joined ANOAC and I couldn't join him at all. Like there was no option to join. It just said resume game. That means that ANOAC's not working. Which means you can't merge. So if anyone's trying to merge today, at the moment, today we are the 2nd of December. It's 3:18 p.m. and I'm in Sydney, Australia. So you figure out your own time zone. At this moment in time, ANOAC 1P5 is not working, which means that you're not able to do any merging. All right, but he's aware of it and he's gonna be rectifying the issue shortly, I'm guessing. So I'll have to teleport in other ways. For you who are interested in teleporting, you go to a job, you start the job, and you quickly go to your controller and you turn off your controller. And then when you hear like the background noise change, or you count to 35 seconds, either way, at one point you'll hear like a complete mute of the background noise. That means that you've reached your right now, you reach your destination. There we go, we're at the office. So what I'm showing now, I'm going to just re-summarize everything I was talking about. We're going to go over the requirements you need. We talked about owning an office, and I also alluded to a laptop within the office, but I haven't shown it in many of our videos. So I'm going to do that today. So you need to register as a CEO in order to do this. And here in the back of your office, you're going to have a laptop, and you have three businesses that you can purchase. You need to get to a point where you purchase the vehicle cargo. This is the one you absolutely need. And then you gotta find a vehicle warehouse that works for you. So you can go to all over here, top right. Hi, Lila. And then these are all the options you have. So not only do both players need to have a CEO office, both players need to have a vehicle warehouse. The vehicle warehouse cannot be in the same location. So if you have one here, one of the people doing the glitch has one here. If the other one has the same one, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure you get two vehicle warehouses that are not in the same spot. So that's how you get that vehicle warehouse. Now the bunker, you get the bunker by going through Foreclosure Maze Bank. And in Foreclosure Maze Bank, you go to bunkers, and in bunkers you select the bunker that you want to purchase. Now, because I also do, I use my bunkers to do my grind. I selected a bunker that works well for me to do both the glitch and the grind. Mostly for the grind, so I have mine over here. But if you're not using your bunker for sell missions, then, you know, whatever, select whatever bunker you want. All right, and next thing is you need to both own. So we spoke about the vehicle cargo or the vehicle warehouse. It's the thing with Rockstar. It always tells you like one thing when you go into the website and then another thing when you go on the map. So on the map, it's a vehicle warehouse. So what you do is when you own the bunker, so to own the bunker, you got to go to vehicle foreclosures. And in terms of the vehicles you need for this glitch is you need to have in Warsaw Cash and Carry for the bunker, you need to have a mobile operation center. You can only have one once you have a bunker. And in Bay 3, you absolutely need to have personal vehicle storage. Now, a lot of people, for some reason, they just think they have personal vehicle storage. They don't check. So in order to check, you go to the website, you go to Warstock Cash and Carry. It's the fourth banner bottom right. Bay 3 absolutely needs to say, you can look at my screen, personal vehicle storage. Check that with somebody you've never done a gift card to friends glitch before you do it, so that do make sure that they do have it. And for the vehicle warehouse, you both need to have a vehicle that goes into the vehicle warehouse. And that will be in, again, the Warstock Cash and Carry. So you just watch my screen, scroll down, and it's part of the Import-Export DLC. In the Import-Export DLC, you'll have, I didn't have the internet and I had food poisoning. Lila. So Import-Export DLC, you'll have 8 vehicles. So you have the Ramp Buggy, Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Boxville, Rocket Voltic, and Ruiner 2000. That's 7. Those are the 7 that are eligible for this glitch. Because if you look at this little silhouette, it tells you how many passengers can go in the vehicle. You have an eighth vehicle that is not eligible. That's the Blazer Aqua. That is not eligible. So the 7 that are eligible are part of the Import-Export DLC in the Warstock Cash and Carry. It's the Ramp Buggy, Phantom Wedge, Technical Aqua, Wastelander, Armored Boxville, Rocket Voltic, and Runer 2000. Within, speaking of other settings, in your blue interaction menu, make sure that under your vehicle, manage vehicle, vehicle preferences, vehicle access is everyone. And same thing for your mobile operation center. Cab access is everyone. So just look at my screen. So both of you have to do that because it'll cause issues with the glitch if you don't do it. Manage vehicles, vehicle preferences, vehicle access, everyone. And then service vehicles, mobile operation center, cab access, everyone. There you go. Now you're ready to glitch. Now ready to give cars to friends. Now lately I've been getting my bunker raided a lot, so I have been exiting my CEO as often as I can. All right. So let's do this gift card to friends glitch. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this vehicle. I'm going to transfer it to this other character. And then the other character is going to transfer it to the female character of this account twice, 2 vehicles. And then we're going to use this vehicle on top of the other vehicle. And then I'll sell both of these on at the LS car meet. That way people can get the latest set, the kits, the 2 vehicles that are being used for the merge. So in order to do the gift card to friends glitch, the way to do it is you need to go to the person who's giving the car. That you need to go to their vehicle warehouse. And also, just side note, the person who's going to receive the car will need to have a donor vehicle, a vehicle that they will lose. So they need to have a vehicle that they're okay to lose in the back of their MOC. If you currently have a vehicle you don't want to lose in the back of your MOC, you got to replace it with a vehicle you don't mind losing in the back of your MOC. If you don't have a vehicle in the back of your MOC, just double check that you haven't accidentally forgotten to set a third bay as personal vehicle storage. Let's go. So if anybody's wondering, I was had some severe food poisoning a few days ago, which slowed me down in terms of streaming. And then my internet blew up because there was a lightning strike near my house that created a power surge. So finally was able to get online. So you go to, so the person giving the car, it's at their vehicle warehouse that you have to go to. What I'm doing right now is I'm clearing the space around my vehicle warehouse because this causes issues with the MOC, Mobile Operation Center. It needs to be parked in this spot, so you need to clear the space. What I like to do as the gifter or the giver of the car is I like to register my myself in the CEO, and then invite the other person into my CEO. I don't know, Lala, you should try it. Let us know if you do succeed. Same process, you know the process. So once you invite somebody into your CEO at the vehicle warehouse as the giver, you can invite them into the vehicle warehouse. They have to accept the CEO first. This prevents them from having to travel, also prevents them from create like any kind of conflict with police or gang wars on the way there. So it's like a safe way to get to the location they need to get. If you're in a dodgy place, like I have a place where there's a lot of gang wars. All right. And then from here, I just retire my CEO, and then they end up just being right outside. So the receiver ends up right outside of the vehicle warehouse. And then I re-register as a CEO right away. The person who's receiving will go into the blue interaction menu, go to Service Vehicle, Mobile Operation Center, Request Mobile Operation Center, and then send the giver a screenshot of where that Mobile Operation Center will spawn. And then the giver will go pick it up. So I'm going to give one car. So you'll see it from the giver's perspective of one car. And then you'll see it from the receiver's perspective for 2 cars after this. And then I'll do a merge. And then I'll sell the 2 cars that I merge. Alright, so Anahuac 1P5 seems to be working again. So it looks like I'll be able to do the merge after. So as the giver, you go ahead and grab the MOC, the Mobile Operation Center. By the way, if anybody's wondering how to put Patriot Smoke onto their cars, you can join my Aussie Royalty Gang crew, and you go to Crew Smoke, and you go to Smoke and set Crew Smoke, but you got to leave the game and come back after you join this crew. Alright, so as the giver, you go ahead and you bring the Mobile Operation Center back to the vehicle warehouse. Because I'm doing give car to friends glitch, if you don't understand what Anahuac is about, don't worry about it. It's not relevant to giving cars to friends. Thanks, Lila. You're right. Could be confusing. Now, as the giver, you go ahead and park the MOC in a good spot. Far from traffic, jams, far from conflict or anything. And the receiver will go in the back of the MOC and check to see what car there is, to make sure they don't have a car there that they don't want to get rid of. Nothing worse than receiving a vehicle that you wanted to lose a vehicle that you wanted. Because the last person to give you a car wasn't necessarily the current person who's giving you a car, so you might lose it forever. Alright, so I don't have any car in the back. Once the receiver puts a donor car, stores a donor car in the back of their MOC, they walk out of the MOC and then they walk back in and then drive the vehicle out. That's all right, Alex. I'll do the merge stream later, so we'll go over the Anahuacs anyway. So we're just discussing Anahuac, but I don't want people to get confused. All right, so once you deposit or store your donor vehicle in the back of your MOC as the receiver, you walk out, you walk back in, and then you drive out. I always like to invite my other character into the MOC at this point, because I'm using 2 consoles and 2 controllers, so it's easier for me to already be in the car. Alright, so at this point, as the gifter, you'll notice no blue circle, but the receiver does see one. The gifter needs to go into the pause menu as the receiver will slowly go towards the blue circle. Once they get prompted to press right on the D-pad, they do it once, kicks out the one who's giving the vehicle, and then the receiver needs to back away from the blue circle and park the car somewhere safe. And then after that, what you want to do as the gifter is you go ahead and register as a CEO. I mean, you invite to your CEO if you're not already registered. If you register as a CEO and invite the other person. If you are registered, just invite the other person. And then under Manage Vehicles, you go get a vehicle that I mentioned at the beginning that is eligible for this glitch. I'm going to get the Runer 2000 in this situation. In this case, I get the Runer 2000. Since I'm the gifter, I'm going to open up my Blue Interaction menu right away. I'm going to pick up the receiver who is not... They're not opening up their Blue Interaction menu right away. They will, just not right now. Once the receiver gets in the vehicle, you're going to drive gently onto the garage door. Instead of going in, you're actually going to get stuck outside. The receiver opens their Blue Interaction menu. Once it let you know it's open, you close yours by pressing circle. Once you do that, the person who is the gifter will go into the vehicle warehouse. The one who is the receiver will end up getting kicked out of the vehicle. And then the receiver needs to leave the CEO and request their mobile operations through the Blue Interaction menu, go through Service Vehicles, Mobile Operations Center, Request Mobile Operations Center. And then again, send a screenshot of where that Mobile Operations Center is located so that the giver could go get it. Now, the most efficient way to do this is, if you're not going to be teleporting like I do, is you grab a CEO buzzard to get the MOC, and you use the sparrow to drop the vehicle off at the last destination, like where you drop the vehicle off. There we go. And then you bring, as the giver, you bring back the MOC back to the receiver. For anybody who needs a hand on merging, there's like a playlist, and the first playlist shows exactly, like, it's the playlist is really good because the first part of it shows me physically touching the buttons and explains Anowak and so on. And the second part is really kind of this out after the arena war, once you glitched out of the arena war. But if you're struggling with the arena war, video 1 of that playlist is best. So Alex, that's the most help I can give you. Other than that, you need to find a buddy to help you at the sprinting and the LS car meet. But those videos should be very handy. Should give you all the information you need to get started. So as the gifter, once you arrive, you hide in the back of the MOC by pressing R1, and then the receiver will run up in front of the blue circle in front of the giver, but it won't enter the blue circle. Before entering the blue circle, press down on the D-pad, select a character, then press circle to quit. Press down on the D-pad, select a character, press circle. And I do this 3 times. And then I enter to the blue circle, I enter alone. I'll do the live stream for the... There's videos on that, Alex, if you want. Alright, so now at this point you gotta drop, as the giver, you gotta drop the vehicle off at the drop-off zone. Now the receiver will have a complete black screen. Again, we're the 2nd of December, it's 3:38 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia. For those that are wondering if this is a patched glitch, it really depends in the future when you're watching this. There we go. So from here, once you have brought the vehicle over to the spot, and I'll show where the spot is on the map. So if you go to the map, you need to bring the vehicle over to this spot here. What the person who is in a completely black screen does, again, the complete black screen, there's no loading circle, nothing. If there is, it hasn't worked. So whoever's in the black screen, you press down on the D-pad, and then you try to remember which character you selected, and then you press circle to quit, and then you walk towards the car, press triangle to get into the car, and then you will have received the vehicle. At this point, it's really important for the person who received the vehicle to drive out of the MOC and then drive right back into the MOC with the vehicle. This will save and store that vehicle in the MOC. And to show definite proof that this has worked, I will get an invite to the MOC. And as anybody knows, unless you're the owner of the vehicle when you're in someone else's property, you can't be the driver of the car. And the car's invisible at the moment, which is interesting. Let's go. Alright, so it completely worked. Now it shows as invisible, so if like me, it came up as like no car inside of the MOC, but you were still able to be invited. It still worked as long as the person who's receiving the vehicle drives out, drives back in. It does that. It does like this weird thing sometimes where the car doesn't appear, even though I'm definitely there. Nothing to worry about. Everything has worked, and that's it. So that's it for giving cars to friends glitch. So I have a question about what if somebody has the same vehicle warehouse as you? It just won't work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. If you both have the same vehicle warehouse, it's not going to work. And can you still do this with planes and so on? I believe you can do this with planes. I don't particularly like that because sometimes you need to have a full warehouse. It's very complicated. It can get planes stuck in your MOC. It can do all kinds of irritating things, and it causes a lot of stress. So go for it if you want to try with a plane. Just be mindful that it can cause like the plane to get stuck in the MOC. You might have to do some special things with particular planes. It's all a little bit unpleasant. I don't fly planes a lot, so for me there's no real joy in having to troubleshoot for 3 hours a plane stuck in someone's MOC when I know that I'm never going to use that plane anyway. But yeah, if you're a huge plane fan, just make sure you watch YouTube's on how to do it, and yeah, this should work as on those as well. Same with like vehicle warehouse vehicles. Just be careful. Make sure you watch the right YouTubes on the right scenario that you're in, because it could create dead spots and delete your vehicle forever. Anything that's a special vehicle, like a Cerberus, a tank, Chernobog, all those things, you just got to be extra careful. AA trailers. There's like all these additional steps you need to do. Alright, so with that, we're going to go over and receive some vehicles. I'm going to change characters. I'm going to receive 2 vehicles on the next character. I don't know. What are the chances of getting banned from? I don't know. I have 0 idea. Not 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0%. 0 I'm not like the knower of all information on glitches. I just do try the glitch every day, see if it works. If I get banned, I get banned, and then you guys will. I'll post a video that I got banned. You know, GTA 6 around the corner, so I don't particularly care, and this is what I like to do. So until they ban me, this is what I want to do on GTA. The possibility is not 0% though. So if you want an absolute risk-free way of playing GTA, don't do glitches. I'm not going to put my name to that, Alex, because next thing you know, with my luck, Alex is saying a very low percentage, and with my luck, it'll be tomorrow. It's that people are very, very terrified of being banned on GTA. It's very odd. Like they want to do all the bad things, but they're afraid of getting banned. It's like it must be a really weird psychological issue in their heads, where like they struggle with like, oh, I want to do something so bad, but I don't want to get punished for it. It's very funny. My other account got freaking hacked, Alex. So for anyone who's joining now at this point in the video, the tutorial has already happened mostly. So I'm gonna still go through the steps. I'm just not gonna go into as much detail, and I might interact more with the chat. I just gotta keep this on because it's also the other side of the coin where I'm receiving the vehicle. It's the same process as the first the first 20 minutes of this whole video. Alright, so I need to, where am I now? I need to go to, and who am I? Like, yeah, Leila, like I said, you want a 0% chance of getting banned? Don't buy modded cars, don't deal with any glitches. You want to risk it? Risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. There's a point where people have to be mature about it. Like if you're going to do something you know is not right, of course there's a chance something goes wrong. But if what you're doing isn't that bad, that's life, you know. Maybe it's a rockstar problem. Oh, I did that, Alex. Oh, it cost me a fortune. And then somebody hacked into it. That's not worth it. It was worth it for me because I got all the modded cars. Alright. I need to join up. So I'm gonna receive a car now. And then I'm gonna receive the 2 cars. And then I'm gonna merge them. Okay, Lila. I don't know what you mean by level. Like at the arena? I don't know. I don't really care about the arena. I like the arena for unlocking a lot of the features for customizing the vehicles. So like when you merge them, you can put on like purple lights and stuff like that. But beyond that, because you can't transfer a lot of the cars, it sucks. It's like not a team sport, is it? It's very solo player. Because even if you get the space docker, or if you get the clone car, you can't even transfer it to anybody. Boring. I don't do the arena war stuff, Leela. So I wouldn't have anything, right? Alright, so what car do I want? I need to receive cars now. Yeah, but I like rare cars that I can share with people because then, you know, you have people who've been looking for certain cars for such a long time. And I just like the fact that, you know, hey, like I got this car or I merged this vehicle. Somebody's looking for a modded, for somebody a modded car, just full stop is rare, right? Like for them, like just having a one modded car is like something they've been looking for a long time. Or having a car with activators. And yeah, I get the enjoyment of collecting something that only you can own, like I do that with the casino. But when it comes to cars, oh, yeah, it's just, you know, if you have you have the car, you grind the car, you get it, and then everybody wants to know if you can transfer it, and then you can't. Especially kind of in the community that I'm running in. It's better not to have the cars you can't transfer. Yeah, I have quite a few Lost Land vents. I did a gift card to friends drop with Lost Land vent and what was the other car? I forget what the other car was. I'll sell these two after I merge them, and then I might do tomorrow. I want to do tomorrow what I want to do is I want to do a gift card to friends glitch with arena cars. But I don't know if I can because my character doesn't have arena. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Maybe one arena, one non-arena. I wanted to merge an arena, but I don't think I can. What's epsilon? I hear that a lot. I don't know what it means. Like epsilon colors, like what is that? What is that epsilon thing? So Leo was saying she's got they have a Lost Land van that's epsilon theme. And I don't know what I hear about epsilon a lot. Yeah, but what's the theme? Like what's included in the theme? The epsilon program, is it like colors? Obviously it'd be specific colors, right? I don't think I'm gonna get much information out of it. One day I'll Google it, I guess. Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Alright, so I'm just receiving cards. If you guys are just joining now and wanting to know how to do gift card to friends, I'm doing a tutorial. I do this every day, so I do it live. I mentioned that today we're the 3rd of December 2024. It's 3:52 p.m. I do this live every day so that everybody can see that it's still working, and I do it live so that I don't skip any steps. But I've already gone through the tutorial, which I will cut up and post it as a daily video. But for anyone who wants to know if this might be the first time you see the gift card to friends glitch video, you could just restart the beginning of this video of this stream and you'll have all the steps, including all the requirements. But right now I'm going to receive 2 vehicles. So now the chat's talking about Epsilon program. Apparently there's a Lost Land Van themed after the Epsilon program, but now we're not talking about what that includes. We're talking about something with a brother and a sister. It's too highbrow for me. I'm just getting my glitch on, my daily glitch on. Nah, never played. I only started gaming when I was 39. Like completely, just completely started really late. Always wanted to, I just never could afford it. And then at a certain age I thought I was too old, but then I just really got into GTA because anyone can play it. It's so easy. Oh, I haven't checked what's in the car in the back yet. Nice. Got a donor car ready to roll. I figured that when you talk about brothers, it's a cult. There's a Epsilon thing in GTA Online too. Like through the casino, isn't it? Casino missions. But when you say you have a Lost Land Van theme Epsilon, what does that mean? Like, what are the colors? That's what I want to know. Like, I can read up on Epsilon. I think there's a website for it. I just want to know what your Lost Land Van looks like. Cayenne blue pastel. Ooh, that would be that. See that? That's cool. I like that. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. Oh, should I use the Phantom Wedge? It's always like over the top using Phantom Wedge for this, but I love it. It's also risky. There's so many gangs around here. Maybe I should drop my Phantom Wedge with the Arena War. Yeah, that would be dope. Two big ass cars. Right? Imagine having that as your Phantom Wedge. Jeez, offers. You guys should just trade for trade. Hey, Doris, VIP. My internet's finally back. Oh, congrats! Were you trying the casino chip glitch? Easy million every hour. Nice. Yeah, these guys are about to do some grinding, but I just got the internet back, so I have to do my quick daily gift card to friends verification, marriage glitch verification, and then I'll sell these cars on LS Car Me because my day's about to end. Lila, you wanted the caddy the other day, didn't you? Well, how about I drop the caddy and then you drop the Lost Slam Van for Alex, and then Alex can help glitch you out. I'll do a gift card to friends glitch instead of the selling the cars on the LS Car Meet. I'll do that first. Yeah, I could do that. I could just put back the Lost Slam Van and the caddy for a few hours. We guys sort out that stuff when I'm done with the merging. Well, I'm not going to go to your schedule, Alex. All right, I'll just sell them at the LS Car Meet then. So this black screen, if anyone's doing the gift card to friends glitch and you notice it's completely black, that's normal. Do not worry. If you see a loading circle, it's cooked. It's not working. Yeah. What happens? Those cars will come back. They're pretty popular. I just like to... If I have a reason to have them out there and someone's going to actually grab them, it's one thing. But just to tease Lila would just be annoying. Well, when you both are on and I'm on, like the next time I see you guys, just remind me. Like I said, those are popular cars, so it's not like anyone's losing by having those cars put out for a gift card to friends. Oh, that's the spirit, Lila. Alright, so I need to store this car. This is gonna look dope on the other car.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Alright, I'll put it on level 5. That'll be easy to remember. If anyone's just joined up and you're wanting to know how to do this, all the instructions are at the beginning of the stream. Like every detail. At this point I'm just rinsing and repeating, so I'm not going through every step. $52 million, Doris. That's impressive. Your car's your car. Do as you wish. And I don't know what you mean by not ruining it. You'll have to check what options you have. The problem with a lot of things is like it's not a simple answer to a question, because what might seem obvious to you is not obvious to the person you ask sometimes. Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, will it... Like, for example, if you change the color of the wheel and the wheel color was unselected, it'll make it a scratched vehicle, so it's not clean. If you change the wheel and save a wheel that's no longer a Benny's wheel, that could, or a F1 wheel, that could mess it up, because you won't be able to put back the F1 wheels on it. All kinds of funny stuff happens. Yes, Doris? Okay, when I do the merge video after this, I'll go through what is scratched. It's not a big deal, it just matters if you care, if that makes sense.
Prime time, daytime. Somebody's gotta do it.
But I'll explain it in the merge video, in the merge stream. And then that way you can make a choice for yourself whether it's something you're going to care about or not. It matters if you go, yeah, exactly. It matters if you go to like these sessions where they talk about clean modded cars. Especially if you want to build a reputation of having like great modded quality cars. For example, my cars are pretty much not scratched. The one thing on them though is that they do have selected trim color, and for most people that's not a thing, but some people that's a big deal, like that the trim color is a selected color. I don't care. I prefer that the interior trim color of a vehicle suits the vehicle than to have some random ugly orange or red or green color that just doesn't suit it. Like, that's where I draw the line. I also find it like most of my cars are like, so the wheel color is unselected so we're talking about unscratched vehicles. So a 100% pure unscratched vehicles would be a vehicle that has unselected wheels. And what I mean by that is if it's a Benny's car, it can't have Benny's wheel. It has to have F1 wheels. That's one thing that people forget. Like sometimes like the Comet Retro Custom is a really good example. That's a Benny's car. If it has Benny's wheel, it's a scratched car. So unselected wheels, it has to have unselected wheel color. It has to have unselected primary, secondary colors, unselected trim color. It has to have unselected windshield. So the windshield can't be none, it has to be unselected, like there's no option that has been selected. Oh, I got hit by the train. Wild. Unselect, yeah, primary, secondary, color, and subcategories. Every subcategory needs to be unselected. So it's just like the color's there, but there's no option at all that's selected. For all the primary, secondary, and trim color. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, and if there's a hidden livery, it has to have a hidden livery. No, Lila, I'm not doing a communal server. There's no need to join my server anyway. I'm just doing gift card to friends glitch to myself. Boy, that took a long time. I went into the wrong direction. So unselected everything. That's what an unselected vehicle is. Most people, I think, are drawing the line at interior color. The thing that usually messes up a vehicle, scratches up a vehicle real quick, is the selected wheel color. Oh yeah, and it has to have rear plates. How could I forget? So Yankton's the minimum. Then you have San Andreas. Is it Las Venturas, Liberty City, Pounder plates, and Panic plates. Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna merge the Hustler onto this car. I'm the Hustler, baby. Might as well bring it over. I think the rarest are probably all those non-Yankton ones, so Las Venturas, Panic, Pounder, Liberty City, but blank. Like you can find a lot of blank Yankton plates because a lot of modded accounts have them, but it's rare you find like Liberty City, Las Venturas, Panic, Pounder, those ones on blanks. That's why I like to create blank plates. Because when you sell them at DLS Car Meet, the person who buys them always has a plate number. But today I don't have enough time to create blank plates, I'm not. Alright, so what is this? The Pegasus Monroe and the Vapid Hustler. So I'm going to be merging the Vapid Hustler onto the Pegasus Monroe. Hey, LG Talks. Well, as long as the Tornado Custom's not on Benny's, then it's good. The problem with those is a lot of times they put them on Benny's. See, having blank ones is super cool. Especially Pounder. I created them. I made those plates. So I make them blank, and then because it's my merch, and then I sell it at the LS Car Meet, and then whoever buys it always has a plate number. So it remains very special in my garage. Oh, it's a long process of, so the question is, how do you make blank plates? You need to create a magic slot, so a magic spot. If you already have the plate, you need to create a magic spot and you need to receive or buy a vehicle in the magic spot. When I say receive it, is you move the magic spot to the MOC, and you do give car to friends glitch, and that car goes into the magic spot, deletes the other car that was there, obviously, because that's what giving cars to friends is. Or you could buy it on top of the magic slot, and then the character who has the vehicle has to spawn it at the LS car meet once they have received it through their mechanic, save their character location, like do a change of clothing, leave the game, come back to the game, make sure that the car is out at the LS car meet. As soon as they get in, the plate is blank. Okay, so once you've done that, then what you do is you give car to friends glitch, you leave the game, you come back, and then you drive the car with the blank plate over to the spot where you drop it. So you actually leave the game twice.